Hello friends, how are you? Come get ready with me. I was sitting here, I just did all of my point of view, my drench it, my drip it, then I whipped it, and then I glazed it. The glaze is the primer. I'm letting the primer just kind of settle a minute. I'm testing this out. Loving it so far. I'll give a full review after I've used it, I don't know, for a few weeks. This Amp It right here. This is the Lippy. So good. I'm telling you, I think it's my favorite lip balm, whatever you want to call it. Ampule. It's Lippy and it's amazing. So, okay. Yesterday, for the first time, I tried the Makeup by Mario. By the way, remember I was having a hard time like getting it to, show and whatever. So I was doing this. This is not my front-facing camera. Everybody says, use your front-facing camera. It's better, it's better. Okay, you know what? This is fine. You can see me. The lighting's good. Like, this is fine. I found myself going down a rabbit hole. If you are a content creator at all, I know a lot of you are, just, okay, and I just did a full pump. I am not going to need this much for my whole face. But next time I use it, I will remember. Okay, it's all a process. But yeah, I went down a rabbit hole of like, oh, I needed to flip my phone around and have this little thing that attaches to the back, and then so I can see the camera or see what I look like, and and it gives a better this and a that and a who and a who and a hey and a hope shana. No, I had to just stop. This is fantastic. This is good enough. Again, I can't be bothered. Okay, so I applied this mainly with my finger yesterday because I really, like, right there, you're like, oh my God, it's not even the right color. Because yeah, me too. That's what I thought. But look at how that blends out. What color is that? 7C, I think. Yes, 7C. This wore so nicely all day long. And it did not separate. Normally I have a little bit of separation by the end, well, like by midday, afternoon, for sure by the end of the day. Now, good question. Is it the foundation or is it the skin prep? Well, I've done the same skin prep with other foundations and skin tints and not had as nice of a result. So I'm going to say it's the foundation. Makeup by Mario. See if my brain will remember. Surreal Skin or something. What's it called? Surreal Skin Foundation. Yeah, there's a lot of people in my house right now. So if you hear people talking, it's because there's a lot of people in my house right now. But we did avoid the leaf blower. The leaf blower was here just a little while ago. And I thought, oh my goodness, you're early, but yay. Let's hope that's the only leaf blower. Sometimes we have more than one leaf blower in a day. Let's be real. Okay. And also, yesterday, I used a little extra of this under my eyes as a concealer. I don't typically use concealer because, well, I don't have tremendous dark circles. I really don't have dark circles. Sometimes I want it a little bit brighter under there though. And I added a little bit of extra of this. It was fine. I just think, like even right there, I got it I'm going a little too close to the sun here. But I just think less is more under the eyes for myself. This was so hydrating without being super dewy. Like it was just enough. It's just enough that I glow, but I don't need to powder it. So I'm going to take, this is the Mario F1, F4. I was thinking of the movie. Have you seen that movie? I haven't seen it yet. I'm just going to take this and just kind of stipple it around just to help blend it in. But I love this. I don't hardly, hi Belzy says hi. I really don't hardly have any on. but it evens out my skin tone. And it just feels like that's the name of the game. When you're over 50, look at all of that wasted. I'm going to remember next time. Half a pump. Because that full pump, I could put makeup on 3 people for that. Half of a pump. Do you hear me? Half of a pump. Okay, I think I did that. Now I'm going to have a core memory. Half a pump. But I'm not going to, I'm not going to use it just because it's there. And I don't want to waste it. It's just too bad. It's already wasted. I already did it. I already blew it. Okay? I blew it. Now, today I have been waiting to try this. I got Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is a Magic Touch Blush Trio in the shade Pink. How long did it take me to come up with that name? It's very pretty. I have not been diagnosed with OCD, but I'm going to tell you right now, my first thought, I got this on like a super duper deal, which is part of the reason I got it. Also, I loved these 3 shades are just my jam. Here's my issue. And let's see if you're like me. What's the first thing that you think of when you look at this? The color is going to get on these little plastic dividers. Yeah. And normal people out there are saying, yeah, so what? Well, every time after I use this, I will, if that happens, then I will be getting a tissue and cleaning that off because I can't have it. Now, the next problem is, what color do I use? Oh, we should swatch. Let's swatch. Because I don't know how pigmented they are they sheer or what. Okay, this one is shade soft pink. There's soft pink, cool toned pink, and candy pink. Okay, this is soft pink. I wish I had one of those hands that didn't have freckles. Let me do this first. Let me put this on here, and then I'll sheer it out, okay? Oh, it's very creamy, so that's nice. Okay, that's the soft pink. This is cool pink here. Ooh. Oh, she's serious. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so that's the cool pink. It's not this one. It's this one. That doesn't seem, look at me. That doesn't, I mean, I guess. But to me, it's looking more like that girl right there. Okay, I'm already making it. Okay, let's do candy. Candy girl. Oh yeah. Okay, now I see. Those are all really, really pretty. Beautiful, subtle, almost the color of my skin though. Is that even gonna show up? This is kind of what they call a beige pink. And beige pinks are kind of the rage right now. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? She feels like Goldilocks right there, right? Just like perfect right in the middle. I know what I'll do. I'm gonna start with this one. And then I can always add. I've seen some people who like take their brush and they dippity-do in a little bit of everything, and I could do that later too, but I kind of want to see like what's what. And I'm going to do it before I do my contour. Normally I don't do that, but I want to see what the actual color is. This is a crazy brush. This is also Anastasia Beverly Hills, A30. Okay, so I dippity-do in there. I'm going to just kind of dab it off on the back of my hand just to make sure that the brush is evenly coated, okay? Get it evenly coated, and let's just do a little dab. Do you ever see those influencers? And listen, they're beautiful girls, but when they go to put their blush on, and it is so bright, or they use too much, or they take the stick and they put it directly on their face, and it's just a ton of product. And I get anxiety. I'm like, and I know they're going to make it right. But I'm like, Now, let's talk about, okay, back to me. Eyes on the crisis. Now, this is showing up a lot more than I expected it to. I did not expect this much. This is how I wipe off my brush too. I put a little on my forehead right here, but also it's how I wipe off my brush. This is lighter than what I expected. What I'm saying is it's showing up more than I thought it would, but it doesn't look as beigey to me. It looks a lot more pink on. I don't know why there's a line there. What is that? Is that? It looks like a scar. I don't have a scar there. Is that from a pillow? Is that from sleeping when I've been awake for 4.5 hours? Is that what that is? Because that's sad. That's sad. Wake up. I need to stick my face in ice water in the morning to get her going. Oh, that's very pretty. That's very pretty and subtle. I thought I was going to add one of the other shades. See? Do you see what's happening there? I know, it's not a big deal. Let it go. I can't. And if you know, you know. I can't. Okay, there, we're back in business. That's the other thing is when I'm watching people do their makeup and they show me something that they're using, and I get it, they're using it every day, but when it's a mess or when they show me a foundation bottle that's just got schmutz all over it, I can't. Like, take a tissue and wipe it off, would you please? Could you do it? Just for me. Just for me. Okay. I just want to, I'm going to just tap around the edges and just blend that. Oh, that's what I could do. Take my foundation brush. Just going around the edges of it. And you know what? I am going to skip. Am I going to skip it? I think I am. Today I'm going to skip the contour because I think I just want a soft pinky glow. Where are my Seinfeld fans out there? A pinkish hue. Does she have a pinkish hue? I just want a pinkish hue. Soft and easy. Soft and easy. Little color up here. Tie it all in together. I might do a little bit of contour for the nose. This is also, okay, I didn't plan this, but I've got a thrill right now. I am going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love it when things work out. This is their Shadow Smooth Blur. No, I do this every time. It's a smooth blur contour in the shade Shadow, I think. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going a little. I really like this one. Well, first of all, it's super creamy. The other reason I like it, look how cool toned that is. It's really a nice contour. Bronzer is more bronzy. It's warmer. Contour is for shadow in its cool tone. There we go. Love it. Now, I've got to go to the chiropractor today. So I don't put mascara on the days. This is the e.l.f. This is my current favorite. Well, okay, wait. Because again, it's all coming together. I do have ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have the brow situation, and you can just screenshot and enlarge that if you would like, because I can't read it. This is the brush for their brow situation. This is great for brows. You can do a lot with that brush. I'm not going to use it right now though, because, oh God, I'll do it. For you, I'll do it. It's usually too much product. It really gets it in there. I like the e.l.f. one better because it's a little bit drier. But that's just me. I mean, it's not that this one isn't bad. But see, like there's just too much right there. So then I got to go in with a different spoolie. With like a clean spoolie. And just kind of brush that out. But, okay, so I will say, I don't feel like I have to go in with pencil with this guy. Like I had like a little gap right there, and if I just kind of comb it over, I can get some of that color to move over. But it really makes a dark brow. And I don't know if I was feeling that today, but here we are. So here we are. I can show you the difference. Let me show you the difference between the e.l.f. This one is a drier formula. Still has product, still got color. I'm actually curious to see the difference myself in the color. So I've never done 1 and 1 before. Okay. Whoop. Does it look the same? It's very close. I still see that gap right there. I'm going to need to use a pencil to fill that in. Right there. Voila. Okay, ABH, maybe I wasn't giving you a fair shake. It's just wetter is all I'm saying. So if you might try the two. Try the e.l.f., try Anastasia. We call her ABH. Now what are we going to do for the eyes? You know what I haven't used in a long time? Hasn't been that long. And I need to compare. Okay, so Merit Beauty has a cream shadow. And I see people, I love a one and done. This is Morphe. Get it at Ulta, okay, Morphe. Or on their website. This is Melody. It's called Solo Artist Priming Cream Eyeshadow. Well, people say priming, but I just use it, again, one and done. I get a cream shadow brush. Yeah, I'll use this one. Okay. You can use your finger too, because what I may do is apply it and then get in there with my finger. I think that there's a Mario liquid shadow that is, I'm going to blend it with my finger. That is, I don't know why my voice did that. That is about this shade. Maybe because I'm wearing a white shirt. I'm like very simple today, just a white shirt and jeans, which by the way, this shirt, this is your sign. If there are, and I know there are, I see you, tops in your closet that you haven't worn in a year or 3, this is your sign. Put the shirt on and wear the shirt. And if it does not bring you joy, you give it away, okay? Give it away. All right, let's do, I love that. I love that. Period. Let me think if I need to go up a little, because I have a hooded lid. On my hooded lid, ladies, we don't just stop at the crease. You got to go up on the hood. Get up on the hood. Like, what's that chick's name? Remember White Snake? Remember that video? It's not Tia Leone. Taya. What's her name? Put her name in the comments. I know you know who I'm talking about. Anyway. So I think because I'm just wearing a white shirt, I do simple. This just feels like a simple, everyday, I don't know, is it coastal granny? I'm not a granny. Not yet. There's time. I don't need to be a granny yet. My kids are still youngish. But I am a great aunt. I'm a great aunt, and I'm a great aunt. Thank you very much. Shout out to me and my aunting abilities. I feel like I thrive there. Okay. Let me add a little more. Again, this is the shade Melody. Little known fact. Melody was the name of my husband's ex-girlfriend before we got together. She got arrested. That's not my story to tell, but bless her. She's okay now. Anywho. I know, Belzy. I know. Poor baby has a rough life. Now, we can leave that, but we wouldn't be us if we just left well enough alone, would we? No. Because there's another little something. I always like a little bit of a sparkle. My niece used to call it a farkle. I like a little farkle on the lid. I have some options. See, I can't have schmutz on my lids. Where are my people at? Shout out to my people. Nothing on my makeup counter. Nothing, none of this makeup has a schmutz on it because I can't with it. I can't schmutz. Now, I have a few options. This is, and I'll swatch this. This is ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Ritz. I love the clear lid. Every company, can you please pay attention to what ColourPop is doing? This was very inexpensive. But I tell you what, ColourPop and Morphe and all these brands, e.l.f., they're up in their game. Now, this is what it looks like when I look at that. It looks like water. Isn't that crazy? It looks like water. I have another one. Hold on. Well, I have a ton because I have all kinds of little sparkly guys that I can use because I'm obsessed. But when it comes to these in a pot, now this is a glitter puck. I just love the sound of that. This is it's called Dopamine Sparkle Glitter. Oh, Half Magic. Half Magic. And it's got a little situation in there. I don't know if I need to leave it, but I do. Because I don't know. I haven't messed with it enough to know. I mean, I've used it a few times. It's so big. I guess you could use it as a highlighter. I don't do that because I don't need to accentuate the texture or anything. Okay, so here it is. Here. Ooh. Ooh, look at those. They're both so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm a pink girl. But the blush is pink, so let's go ahead and do that. I mean, the ColourPop would have been great too, but we'll save that for another day. Let's do a little bit of pink. Okay. And then here's just a hot tip, and I think you guys all know this, but I saw somebody mention it online, and I was like, oh, maybe I should mention that. Maybe people don't know this. You don't have to exactly match, your cheeks, your eyes, your lips. But you want everything in the same tone. So I am doing a very cool tone. Okay, so here's the thing. Very cool tone blush, even though it's subtle. The eyes are very warm, okay? So I'm adding a little cool situation on top. And I could get away with just wearing it like this because it's all very natural looking, right? But if I was gonna really hype up the pink on my cheek, with a darker brown, you know what I mean? Like with a lot of brown and warm colors, I would need to kind of tie it in with a bronzer. Okay, so I'm going to put just a little bit of that right in the center of my lid. Oh my goodness, this was a good call, friends. This was a good call. Oh, look at that. You could do it just in the middle, so it creates this like watch, I'll show you on the other eye. It just creates kind of a different effect if you do it just in the middle. See how it does like a thing. Okay, but I'm gonna do the whole thing since I got nothing else going on up there. What is the clicking? All right. Here we go. Maybe a little bit more. Oh my gosh, so pretty. My niece, my niece is getting married this fall. And I may do some situation like this for her wedding. It's subtle, but it's so pretty. I went up a little bit higher than I normally do, but I don't care because I love it. I love it. All right, so since we're doing simple today, I am just gonna put on this. I did my makeup yesterday, if you see the previous video to this, and I was comparing the different Makeup by Mario lippies. I got these 3 minis at Christmas time, And then I just got this one in a, I don't know, it came in a set, Nude Glow, which that's a little too skin color for me. And I was talking about how much I love the texture of these because it's like a lip balm with, you know, with a little bit of color added to it. And then I said, oh yeah, I forgot that I had this lip gloss from him. Cool Pink, what's it called? Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Color. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, ended up being my favorite thing. Let me take off my moisturizer. I'm gonna apply this without a lip liner. Because again, can't be bothered today. This is super pigmented. Look at one swipe, okay? Look at that. Well, was that 2? It was a 1.5, sorry. Because it didn't go on, okay. Are you ready for it? Yeah. So after the chiropractor, after she smushes my face into that table, then I will do mascara. I will curl my lashes though, because that does make a big difference. This is my favorite curler, Jenny Patinkin. Shout out to Jenny Patinkin for making one. I knew I had a problem. I knew my eye didn't fit into a regular lash curler, but I just thought, oh well, like that's just how it is for everybody. And then I saw her, I saw a reel or something that she did, and she's like, hey, if you have almond shaped eyes, I'm like, well, I do. And if your eyes, the top lid is like too wide, ta-da, for a regular curler, and it doesn't fit in there, I'm like, it doesn't fit in there. I didn't know it fit for some people. I just thought all of us had a problem. And I just thought that's the way it was. Isn't that so funny? Why didn't I think of that? Like, that's just one of those things where it's like, why didn't I think of that? Genius. There's so many things. How many other things in our life do we just take for granted? Like, well, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it's always been done. That's just how we always done it. And it doesn't have to be that way. I'm gonna get off on a tangent there on that topic. But anyways, friends, okay. Take out that crazy looking thing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Shout out to all my Gen X mamas, all my over 50 friends who hang out with me every day. And I'm just so thrilled with this Makeup by Mario foundation. I cannot tell you enough. Also, I just want to say, if you are wearing foundation and there's a lot of great foundations out there. If you don't like the way your skin looks, the first thing you need to do is investigate what's going on with your skin. Does it need exfoliation? Probably, we all do. I have some tips on that. I'm going to be making a video here very shortly. There have been 2 things that have completely changed my skin that I started doing recently, and it's super easy and inexpensive. So I'm going to make a video. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, your foundation reveals your skin condition. So that's the first thing you tackle. And then you look at skin prep, make sure you're hydrated enough. Then you look at how are you applying it. Maybe you need to use a brush. Maybe you need to use your finger. Maybe you need a damp beauty blender. And then you look at, okay, maybe this formula foundation is not working for me. Doesn't mean you have to throw the foundation out either. You could also, I have a couple different kinds of things like this, and I'll do a video about this. This is the One Size B12 Base Thinner. It's a vitamin pearl serum. You add this, you just add like a pump of this on the back of your hand with a pump of your foundation. It thins out your foundation. You could also do that with a moisturizer as well, but this is specifically made for that, and it does have a little bit of a luminizing property. But if you feel like your foundation is, the formula is too thick for you, or it's too much coverage, or just that day you want something lighter, you can just thin it out on the back of your hand and mix it together with this before applying it, and it'll get it all thinned out for you. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.